welcome back to a brand new episode of NH Unscripted. You know the drill. Kick back on your waterbeds, fire up the lava lamps, and light the incense because we're coming in hot. I got my Nehru jacket on. Yeah, baby, we are your good time Charlie with the blues. Yeah, baby, I'm your Danny O'Keefe-like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Car 54 light digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. Get out your transistor radios. All the poor kids got the 8 transistors. The rich kids got the 16. Doesn't make a difference, but you'll find us on 1450 AM, 103.9 FM in Concord, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. And yeah, we got our URL. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. I'll tell you a little bit later about what's happening out there. I need to thank my sponsor, the law offices of Shaheen and Gordon, basically in Concord, but everywhere around the state. Dover, Manchester, Nashua, Peterborough. I think they got a place that's opening in Keene, and do you believe they have an office in Hawaii? Please invite me. Please invite me. We are so happy they're sponsoring our show because their caption is, everybody should know a good lawyer. Now, is that from personal experience for me? Maybe one time in my life, maybe. I'm just going to leave it out there. But yeah, everybody should know a good attorney. You know, you might have a business that you're opening. You might need a trust. You might need a will. We're going to be talking at some point with some of their attorneys about nursing home abuse and that kind of stuff. Not happy. But anyway, we appreciate them sponsoring NH Unscripted. The law offices of Shaheen and Gordon. 603-614-5560 is their phone number. ShaheenGordon.com is their URL. Okay. There's some hubbub in this city about a brand new building that seems to be just popping up out of nowhere. And I'm like scratching my head. What in the world is going on out there? My Instagram account's blowing up with photos and films, and I'm like going, what in the world is happening? So I thought I'd reach out to some folks. Let's talk about, it's called Arts Alley, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so we have, hang on, I had to write it down for my old man brain, Sherry Ferns and Jen Aberrod.
Yep.
Thank you. In the house today, talking about this brand new, I'm going to call it a building, but there's more than one thing happening in there. Is that correct?
Sure is.
Okay, Sherry, why don't you take off, give us all the basic deets, and we'll fire off from there.
Yeah, sure. Arts Alley is an entertainment complex. So it looks like one building, but there's so much more that's happening there. So we've got a 3-story building with our neighbors, the Friendly Toast, going in on the bottom floor. We've got a beautiful venue called the Main Venue. So it will be the home for really great events overlooking downtown Concord. So you can host, your bridal shower, your baby shower, your wedding reception, anything that you want to do there, business meetings. We've got the space for that. And on the 3rd floor, we have Rooftop 20 and the CL Bar, lovingly named for sky, this French word for sky.
Gotcha.
That will be on the back. And then we've got this really great courtyard that has a fun 1940s diner in the back that will be the home to some light bites and some really creative chef curated wine dinners, some incredible DIY classes. It's going to be hopping. Mm-hmm. It's going to be hopping. So it's more than a building. It's a complex.
Yeah, no kidding. It looks incredible. Jen, you happen to, for some reason, become the face of the account. Tell me who you are, what your position is, and how this all came about for you.
Yeah, my name is Jen Aberrod. I'm the Director of Sales and Programming for Arts Alley. I've been with Dupree Hospitality now for about 2 years, a little over 2 years.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I've transitioned from doing sales over at the Grapponi Conference Center here in Concord to now spearheading this project for Arts Alley with programming and sales over there. And I'm still involved in our, we do catering by design, and I'm still very involved in that and handle all of the catering for our offsite catering company as well. So.
All right. Okay, so there's some basics right there. There's a lot to peel off from this. First of all, there didn't used to be a building there.
Yeah.
So now there's a building there.
Now there's a building there.
So how did this even get started? Do either of you know how this, who thought of it? Whose brainchild was this?
I mean, this is definitely our boss, Steve Dupree, is a visionary, and he had this
Understatement, by the way.
Yeah. He had this grand idea, really, of like how we could tie. The beautiful downtown has been upgraded over the years.
Yeah.
We've done so much work down there, and how we could tie it all together for the community, and his love of art and the need for having something cultural downtown. So it sort of ties together with the Bank of New Hampshire stage. They're our close neighbors and great partners. We've been working with them a lot. And this is going to be like where people can leave the show and get a bite, leave the show and get a drink. There's many great places in Concord, but it's going to be a complex where they can do it all in one area, which we love.
Oh, man, it's such a great idea. Concord is slowly morphing into Portsmouth in so many ways without the ocean.
Without the ocean.
Bringing the rooftop
We have a
bar.
river. I want to get into the rooftop bar
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
well, we might as well bring it up. What the heck?
Bring it up.
The design for this thing. So, I don't know if you realize it, but this is New England.
I know.
Sometimes it
We know.
snows. Sometimes it rains like
Yeah.
forever. So I had this idea of a rooftop bar. Is anybody concerned about...
Oh, for sure.
I mean...
Oh, for sure. It's rained, for 12 straight weekends in a row.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
sweating. But we're doing it, right? So we've got what's missing in downtown Concord?
A roof?
If you
Oh.
think, right. For sure, the roof is missing. But we've got some great concepts and ideas, right? And if you look at the downtown scape, there's lots of really fun things, but this is the one piece that's missing. So we'll have some fun umbrellas. Eventually, maybe there'll be a pergola. The design is always evolving and changing, and we'll see what happens. But for now, we've got this really great idea. And you know what? The thing about people in New England, they're hardy, and they will come out. It doesn't matter. If it's rained for 12 weekends, they're like, we're done. We're going out. We're going to we'll sit out there.
Boy,
It's a
for
drizzle.
sure.
It doesn't touch us.
Drizzle, yeah, we don't
Yeah,
care
we don't care about that.
drizzle.
Never
Good
hurt
grief.
anyone.
I mean, we've been out in like snowstorms, ice storms. We're like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, heavy humidity to us is
doesn't-
just drizzle. I mean, that's nothing.
Exactly.
That's nothing.
Exactly.
The this whole you've got prime property here. That somehow somebody decided and did measurements and decided they're going
Right.
to squeeze this building
It's
in
tight.
between like the co-op and the Bank of New Hampshire stage.
Yeah.
I don't know how that. I mean, there's a diner. So you see the front of the building, and you walk down this little alleyway, and you turn left, and somebody dropped this old-fashioned
Yeah.
diner just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that was a fun project. It's in two pieces. It was in two pieces when they did it. So
Got
there's
ya.
that. So
Okay.
it did
All
move
right.
in two pieces, but it was really strategic. They did it on the worst night in the winter. It was the most freezing rain
Of
we'd ever
course,
had.
of course.
But they were able to like squeeze it in there back there. And, it should be noted that diner is not a diner, right? Our friends at the Friendly Toast, they've got the bacon and eggs down. So the classic things are going to happen back there. It's going to be, think of it as a backdrop. So we call it Rose and Rye.
Got you.
Yeah.
But it will it serve food?
It will serve food. Like if we have an outdoor concert, you'll be able to get think about some fun, like the big cookies you can get at local
Ooh.
places,
Oh,
and
you
like
are.
some really fun. I was going to say hot dogs, but they're more than hot dogs. They're like curated. It's a curated hot dog.
What?
We've
Ice
got
cream.
ice cream,
Oh,
fraps,
really?
adult coffees. What's some of the other things? Oh, we've got some great canned cocktails. You'll be able to get it's going to be a variety of things, but most of all, it's going to be really fun. Not your traditional diner, but
Yes.
definitely something really cool
Okay,
to check
so
out.
that
And to
caught me
note,
off.
that space is available if anyone wants to, have a private event in that space and rent
Yeah.
it out for, intimate dinners or intimate parties. It could be an awesome spot for a birthday party.
Are we talking about the diner or the
diner,
Yeah,
building?
the
the
diner.
diner.
Yeah, the diner itself could be is available to rent for special
It
events.
is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, that'd be so cool.
Right.
We've actually got a group of Secret Service agents that are coming in, and we're doing a chef
serious?
curated event. So they're having their own private chef
What?
create a dinner for them in there. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know. What first caught my eye when it hit the Instagram was the artwork. I don't know. Is that AI designed or something? Because it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, the pictures, the wasn't really a film, but it streamed. Was crazy gorgeous.
Yeah, we're
the
lucky.
concept art.
We're very lucky that Procon gave us some great renderings, And Jen's become a whiz at AI because we've had to do a lot of dreaming. I mean, I'll be honest, it's hard to sell dirt.
Yeah.
And create a vision.
Right,
It's been
and promote when it's not quite, there yet. So.
Yeah.
It's been tough.
All right, hang on. You hear the music. Yeah, baby. You are listening to NH Unscripted, where we get by with a little help from our friends. I am your Joe Cocker-like host, Ray Dudley, coming to you from the honeymooner-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkman, whatever the plural is. 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. We are chatting about Art Alley. Yeah. I got a lot to say about that. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. Come on, people, now smile on your brothers. I am your young bloods-like host, Ray Dudley, and we are coming to you from the Hollywood Square-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. I like to sit in the center square, but that's just me. The old Paul Lynde Square for those old folks who might know that reference. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM in Concord. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Sherry Ferns and Jen Aburad, excuse me for mispronouncing, are in the house, and we're talking Art Alley. Art Alley. Where did the name come from?
That's a great question. I mean, I think it's always been like just a focal point of like bringing together all of the arts in general, and Steve just kind of stuck with Arts Alley. So
when you say, let's break that down a little bit. When you say they're bringing all of the arts, what does that encompass? Are we having sculptures, paintings, singing groups, acting?
Right. We love to say we're not a museum, but we are a masterpiece.
We love the arts, but we ourselves are not artists. But we welcome all arts and artists to come and, display their artwork. We're going to be having a great arts market happening every Saturday out in the courtyard.
So what does that mean?
So we'll have an arts market every Saturday. We're bringing that back to downtown Concord out in the courtyard, where 4 to 5 local art vendors are going to have some tables, and then they'll be able to, promote their art and their jewelry and their crafts and sell and promote. And so we're just looking to kind of bring that into Concord and have people downtown kind of explore a little bit more and see what there is for art in Concord, because there is a lot.
Okay.
So much.
So there's one.
Music. We've got every Friday night we have a live concert with bands.
Where?
Right in the courtyard.
Really?
Right in the courtyard. Every Friday night from 5:30 to 7:30.
Yep.
Yeah. The Bank of New Hampshire stage is helping us. They've actually booked some really great bands for us every Friday night. Yes, already. We're so thankful.
And not just that, we have music every Wednesday also happening on the rooftop.
What?
So we'll have music every Wednesday from 5:30 to 7 on the rooftop, and then music every Friday, every 5:30 to 7:30 in the courtyard.
Holy Toledo, is like a dance floor somewhere too? Is there a place for folks to...
Right in the middle of the courtyard.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
We envision it being like a big community party. Like we just really want the community to come and explore, check it out. 2025 is all about community involvement and whatever we can do to bring the community together. And then let's launch and see what else we can bring together for 2026.
My gosh. Okay, I need to ask you some questions.
Yeah.
Number one, is there an opening date and some kind of ETA?
Yes, sir, there is.
And can we... is that a guarded secret? Should I back off on that?
We just announced it. No, so we're really happy to talk about it. We're very excited to talk about it, actually. Yeah.
We announced it exclusively in our newsletter that the official opening date is going to be August 1st, that Friday, and we're kicking it off strong with our first concert happening that Friday as well in the courtyard.
I see.
Rooftop 20 will be fully open. Rose and Rye hopefully will have some bites and all of that available for sale at the music series, that show. And then we also do have our first private event going on that evening as well. So we will be booked busy over at Arts
on
Alley.
Opening night?
Yep.
Wow, somebody lucked out.
They did. They did.
No kidding.
Yeah,
So-
it's really great.
Yeah. All right. We need some information like the address, which I know it's right downtown Concord, but an address, a URL, a website, some kind of information there that people can reach out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now our address is 20 South Main Street downtown Concord, right next to the co-op, right next to the Bank of New Hampshire
And
stage.
I mean right next.
Right next door. Can't miss us.
Not just in the neighborhood. It's literally right next.
Can't miss us. Our social media right now is Arts Alley Concord NH. We post a lot of fun, up-to-date, sneak peeks, highlights, what's going on behind the scenes, just some fun that we do in the office as well. You'll see a lot of fun faces.
I did see something earlier today. I did.
You'll see some fun that we have over, we're creating some fun over there. So it's been fun so far. And then our website is artsalleyconcordnh.com.
Okay. Yeah. Just to get goofy, I saw your Instagram one where you were looking for your glasses. That was classic.
Isn't that classic?
Classic. I'm like, what is she doing? I don't get it. Oh my God. Yeah.
I would say a good portion of the office day is looking at Instagram Reels to send to Jen. Like, we found some really funny ones. Yeah.
I've become trying to become tech savvy in that sense. I've never done editing before, so hopefully you all enjoy what you're seeing.
Cool. It looks really cool. And I don't know who thought of the idea to put the cameras up to watch the construction.
Isn't that great? Yeah, that's really great.
That's addictive.
That was ProCon. That was our
crazy addictive.
Yeah.
I keep switching between the cameras.
It's pretty cool to have the live action. So to be able to see that when we brought the diner in, you were able to watch it live right there. If you weren't there seeing it in action, you could have streamed it right there.
Oh my gosh,
awesome.
It was so cool. So cool.
So excited.
Is there any kind of restriction about things that go on there? I know you said there are certain bands that are coming in.
Yeah.
Is it going to be catered more towards certain bands? I mean, are we just looking at rock? Are we looking at jazz?
We did a across the board artists because we're just like casting a very wide net right now. We've got April Cushman coming. We've got the Wolf Sisters.
Whiskey Six. We have some country, some rock, some folk, eclectic, kind of a variety of what we have going on to kind of tailor to all types of genres. So
so what about capacity? How each floor is a different thing of its own. So how's that all working? How many people can fit on a floor for
each one? Yeah, each one is a little bit different. So the rooftop is smaller. So I think we've got about 60 seats up there.
Okay.
The main venue, we've got about 120 seats, and then the courtyard, we're still working out the actual capacity. Actually, we have a strategic meeting this week that we'll find out. Due to fire codes and things like that. We don't actually have the actual number, but we did ask that question this week to see what that's going to look like. So we envision people kind of coming for the music series. People will come and go. They're walking by. They're going to check it out. They may stop for a little bit. They may be headed to dinner. They may be going across the street. They may be going upstairs to the rooftop, whatever they like. So it's going to be a lot of flow events.
It's going to be busy.
It's going to be busy.
I mean, busy.
That's our hope.
Yeah, I can imagine it is. I mean, it seems like a very welcoming place, even already. I mean, I can feel the anticipation. When you go downtown, you can't miss it.
Right.
I mean, you can't miss it. I mean, it's right there. They've got part of the street blocked off as they're trying to do construction.
Right.
We're raising the roof, actually, July 1st.
The Airstream will be getting put in place up on the roof. Yep, July 1st.
Wait, there's an Airstream going up on the roof?
That's going to be the bar. The Seal Bar is our Airstream.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, so we custom built an Airstream, a tiny, it's a small Airstream that will serve as the actual bar. And that's being lifted by crane, hopefully July 1st, if not, rain date July 2nd, if we have to deal with
Why
the
would
rain.
there possibly be a rain day?
Why? If anyone's interested and wants to watch the fun downtown, July 1st is when we're hoping to lift that up there.
It's going to be so cool.
So are they going to shut off the street then so
I don't
people
think,
can?
No.
Oh, come on! We got to be able to just.
I know. We asked that question, and they said they don't actually need to shut the street down, which was kind of interesting.
I
so
beg to differ,
they probably have. Well, right. So who knows? I'm not the engineering person, but they have the way they have it blocked off. But they'll be lifting that up. So we're really excited about that. We've been looking at the markings of where it's going to go for a long time, and to have that be put into place really feels like it's coming together. Once we see that there, we'll be like, yes.
I can't even imagine dropping an Airstream there.
I know, it's going to be really cool.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is fascinating.
We're hoping our friends at the DuPont group across the street will let us crash their offices.
We want to get a good view.
Yeah. So have you thought about parking? I mean, I know there's the garage across the street.
Let me tell you something.
Please.
If we are the little Portsmouth, right?
Yeah.
If that's what's going to be, people will walk anywhere. When you drive into Portsmouth, you'll walk anywhere. We can park anywhere. There's so many great things. We park all the way down by the farmers market and walk all of Main Street. How cool is that? There's so many awesome shops in between. So start at the farmer's market, walk all the way down, have a cocktail on the rooftop.
The city
Saturday
has
afternoon is
upgraded
going to be
so
great.
well. It's so much is happening. I'm
There
so glad
is
to
so
see.
much parking anywhere. Sorry.
Yeah, I
didn't mean to
know.
interrupt, but
No, I
you know.
agree with you.
Yeah,
I mean, I was just throwing that out for
I
people
know.
who are concerned.
People are concerned, but honestly, they don't think about, when you go to Portland, when you go to Portsmouth, when you go to Boston, when you go anywhere like that,
Exactly.
you'll park wherever you can and you will get to your destination.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's very walkable city, Concord.
Yeah, it is now.
It sure is.
Yeah, and it's lovely to just go out there, and spend the time when it's not raining.
Agreed.
Exactly.
God almighty, jeez. I don't know who seeded the clouds around here, but they got to stop.
Well, it's Bike Week. Like traditionally, Bike Week, it rains until the end and then summer
no
starts.
kidding. They
Yeah.
have the worst luck.
Well, you'd think they would know by now.
Push it out one
It's
more.
been, I don't know, like 100 years of rain.
Yeah.
I don't know how many years.
I
they've
know
been doing
Bike
this, a
Week's
long
coming
time.
up. I go out and buy new umbrellas just
Right.
because what the heck? It's just going to rain the whole week.
Exactly.
Anyway. So if people, the URL you gave, Art Alley NH, Art Alley.
It's Arts Alley, ConcordNH.com.
Okay. Is that just for regular people to go out, or do you have a separate portal for folks who, like groups that want to book something?
They
Or
can
are
do it on
going
the
through-
website.
Yeah.
They can do
They
that on the
can?
website. Yes. Well, our website will be launching very soon. Right now, we just have like the landing page, but I think within the next 2 weeks it should be up and running, so people will be able to do inquiries there.
Okay. So the URL again, real quick.
Arts Alley, ConcordNH.com.
You don't have a phone number yet.
Not yet, but people can email me, J. Aburad, ABOURAAD, at DupreeHotels.com.
She's smooth.
Nice,
She's
nice.
smooth. You are listening to NH Unscripted, and we are your pledge of love. I am your Joe Jeffrey like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the dating game like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. 101.9 FM for the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful souls in Manchester. We're talking Arts Alley, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. Come on, smile a little smile for me. I am your flying machine-like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the YMCA-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. I can smell the pool chlorine from here. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkman. 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. NH Talk Radio is our URL. We're talking the hot topic of the city lately. It's a brand new building that they had to like Vaseline the sides up and squeeze it in between the Co-op and the Bank of New Hampshire stage. I'm telling you, it's fascinating to see this thing happening. Sherry Ferns, Jen Aberrod are in the house. Now, when you say, let's talk about the different facilities you've got there. So you said that each one has their own kind of thing going on. And they're not all restaurants, right?
Right. Right.
So there's like 3 restaurants and one. What's the middle one?
It's called the main venue, so it's an event space.
huh.
Yeah.
What a catchy name. So what's happening in the main venue?
Yeah, Jen, we've got so many fun things
So
happening
the main
there.
venue is our private function space. People can
Okay.
rent that out for, as Sherry mentioned, bridal showers, baby showers, wedding receptions, corporate meetings, all that fun stuff. It's available to rent. It can fit up to 120 guests, depending how you want to set the room up in there.
Okay.
We do have Catering by Design as one of our caterers. They can offer full service catering for any of your private functions that you're looking to host over at the main venue. And then, so that does not have food to be served out of the main venue besides catering.
Okay.
But once you get up on the rooftop, you're able to order some light bites and beverages up on the rooftop there.
Man, there's a lot of food that's going to be moving through that building.
It's going to be really great.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
We brought
an
on
Airstream. Come on.
Wait till you see it. We brought on an executive food and beverage director this year who has some culinary vision that I have not seen downtown Concord. So I'm really excited to bring this menu to life.
So this particular menu, will it be will it be segmented just one, like the top Airstream place, or will it be?
It'll just be for the rooftop 20.
It will.
Just for rooftop 20. Like when you go out to like an open air concept place, you want, something light and refreshing, and we'll have some lobster rolls and some fun tacos. Jen has a really cool night where she has, what is it called?
Wednesday nights where we have our music series is going to be tacos and tunes.
Tacos and tunes. So we'll have different kinds of tacos there. What else do we have? We have deviled eggs. We've got giant charcuterie boards, fruit boards,
Salads, a lot of shareable stuff, but we're not trying to be, come here for your full dinner. If you want to grab some light bites and share, then go get dinner at a restaurant downtown Concord.
Yeah.
We want to be good neighbors and support other businesses as well. We're not trying to take away from dining experiences down there.
Well, right now, if you're at the Bank of New Hampshire, there's nothing. You step outside
Right.
after a show,
Yeah.
you're looking for a place to go.
Exactly. And we're hoping to be that kind of neighbor.
I don't
next
see how
door.
you couldn't.
We're excited about that.
We did a show this last weekend, and I had some friends after the show. They literally walked out and they said, "Oh, we gotta go find a place to party for a little bit." There was nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't know where to go.
Exactly.
We're right next door.
Yeah, we're going to be right next door.
So
So it's exciting.
Are you concerned that 60 people is not a lot of people in that kind of a venue with that the turnover? Unfortunately, 60 people could sit there all night.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, we envision like people coming from work and having a drink and going. So the vibe right now that we've seen, we did extensive research at rooftop bars across the United States.
Wait a minute, how many can there be?
It's been such hard work.
Oh, yeah, I see the scars.
We did. We really did. And what we noticed was people were coming for a cocktail. They weren't staying.
Okay.
It wasn't like a 4-hour. If you go to a really nice restaurant, if you go to Revival and you're going there for a dinner and you're going there for the experience, right?
Yeah.
You're going there for the appetizers and the drinks and all of that stuff. This is your launching pad, your after dinner, after work kind of place, and then maybe you're stopping by after dinner for a nightcap. So we really envisioned that, and that's what we saw when we went to these rooftop bars. We really didn't see people sitting for hours and hours and hours, and so we were like, okay, we think that we could make this go. This is a model that we could definitely work with.
So you did a lot of research.
We
for
sure
this.
did.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. What's really cool is you've got Capitol Center for the Arts right down walking distance. The Bank of New Hampshire on the other side. You've got Red River Theater right across the street. So you could have a lot of people. I mean, that's you're like the hub.
We're hopefully,
and we're looking to work with everyone and partner and be good neighbors. Like I mentioned, Red River's been awesome, and we're going to host some fun trivia nights with them, partnering up with them up for the rooftop. We want to host some fork and film classes, so that'll be a fun experience.
Fork and film, I love it.
It'll be a fun experience.
Tuesday tacos or whatever that was, and fork and film. You guys got the
tacos and tunes.
Tacos and tunes, fork and film, cooking classes, mixology classes. We're going to have it all. So
really,
But as I mentioned, Red River has been awesome, and the Bank of New Hampshire has been great, and just the Chamber has been awesome. So we're just excited to partner with everyone and host some fun events.
Oh, man, I can't wait. Give us the date again, opening date.
Friday, August 1st.
And when are they dropping the Airstream?
July 1st.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, 1 month out.
I cannot wait.
The countdown is really on.
Yeah. So I did happen to notice this morning you're looking for some help. Is that correct?
We are.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually started hiring. Yeah, we've got our operations manager was hired last week and put him into place, and the first thing he says is we got to get some people. So they
kind of do.
We kind of do. We need some people. We're very excited. We have lots of opportunities across all of Arts Alley and across Dupree Hospitality. So there's so many great opportunities for people to go and apply. They can check it out on Indeed.
So, so you threw out two different Arts Alley.
Arts Alley.
And Dupree.
Oh, yes. So we work together. So Dupree Hospitality is our management company, our hospitality management company. So we have some hotels, and we have a conference center. We have lots of different job options. So if you're working at Arts Alley, you may be working at Rose and Rye. You may be working in the diner. You may be working the Courtyard Bar for the night of the concert. Who knows what you'll be doing?
Rooftop bar, floating
Across
kind
the
of
bar.
all over,
So are you
a lot of
looking?
opportunities.
Are there roles already filled or
Just the operations manager.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's wide open.
It's wide open. Wide open.
We also are going to be at Market Days next weekend as well. We'll be conducting on-site interviews on Saturday with our director of operations. Myself, I will be there too. So we'll be, hoping to get some people that are interested and want to chat with us.
The curiosity alone of people during Market
Come on
Days.
down.
Come on,
Exactly.
you
Bring us
know.
the people.
It's going to be packed. Just the curiosity. Are you going to have like little tours so people can go back there and
No.
see?
Not
them?
ready for tours. It's just
Oh,
quite
you're
there.
killing me.
I know. Yeah, we wanted to, but then we were like the liability of like bringing people onto a construction site. We're
that's
not
right.
quite ready.
yeah,
We're not quite ready.
Don't want to risk that. Just quite
Oh,
yet.
that's too
But
bad because they got to see that little diner tucked in there.
I know.
If anyone is interested in booking the space and really wants to see a tour, as long as you're okay with wearing a construction hat, they can always reach out to me and we can kind of maybe schedule something behind the scenes.
Your contact info again, since you brought that up.
Yeah, my email Aburad at dupreehotels.com. Aburad is spelled ABOURAAD.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that you think you might have trouble filling, like a good chef? I mean,
we've got a good chef lined
I
up.
saw him. I know.
Yeah, so whatever happens, Dan can always cook at the diner.
Okay.
He can always cook. He'll lead some of those cooking classes. So we'll
Yes.
be. Actually, will we have trouble? I think there's enough curiosity that people are going to be excited to
Yeah.
want to try.
We've
That's
had
what
some
I think.
people on social media reach out
You have?
before
Yeah.
the positions were posted asking us, I'm interested in applying for serving
oh, that's a good
positions.
sign.
Yeah.
That's a really good sign.
Yeah, so I think the draw is there.
So we've talked about the rooftop a bit and what's going on there, and then the second function floor there, whatever. And then you've got Art Alley.
The
on
courtyard
side-
space.
The courtyard, yeah. And then you mentioned Rye and Rose.
Rose and Rye.
So what's
Yeah.
happening there? What's up with that one?
That's the diner space.
Okay.
So that, like I mentioned, is available for private events if you are looking to rent that out. We are going to host some ticketed private functions in there.
Oh, that's the second floor.
That's
Both floors.
That's the diner.
The diner and the second floor will
So
be
many
hosting
fun
private
I'm easily
events.
confused. So the diner that you dropped in there,
Yes.
Yeah.
that's called Rye and Rose.
Rose and Rye.
Rose and Rye. Okay. Okay. And so that's going to have all the specialty kind of stuff, the little ice cream and all the.
Yeah, the upscale
Yeah.
hot dogs, specialty ice cream floats, canned cocktails, non-alcoholic beverages per purchase, and that that space inside can seat about 20 or so. So there is room for people to kind of come inside
They
if they
can
wanted
go
to.
inside.
Yeah, they can go
Okay.
inside.
Okay.
And like I mentioned, up to 20 guests can fit in there. So if you wanted to host like a fun, intimate dinner or a
You're going to
birthday
be
party,
booked. You're going to be booked. I cannot believe you would not be
a
booked.
lot of possibilities.
Oh, no kidding.
There is one thing we didn't talk about. What's going to happen in 2026?
We do have another third
A third
space.
surprise.
Yeah.
It's just us, so you
Yeah.
can talk and let me know what's happening.
The cool thing that we're putting together a Nashville-themed bar in the back that's slated to open in 2026.
In the
called
back?
Duke's.
Where in the back? There's no more room.
the
in
You
courtyard.
guys won't be able to miss it. It's going to be the big purple building.
Oh my God!
That's the brick building you see now in the courtyard space that they're
Holy
going to be
Toledo.
painting purple very soon.
If you walk back there far enough, you can see that Donkey
the
Kong.
Donkey
Yes.
Kong.
What
yeah.
is that?
It's right in front of that building. Yeah. So cool.
Man,
So many
okay.
fun things.
All right. Hang on. You are listening to NH Unscripted. Yeah, we're your American Pie. I am your Don McLean-like host, Ray Dudley, coming to you from the Taj Mahal-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. My God, it's cavernous in here. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. We're talking Arts Alley, baby. Yeah, have you been downtown? Yeah, you've seen it. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted, where we just dropped in to see what condition our condition was in. I am your Kenny Rogers-like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from deep within the bunkers of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. Our URL is nhtalkradio.com, where should you happen to go out there, there is a link, a button that you can click. That's what they tell me. As an old man, I can't sit there. There's nothing to push. You got to click. It's a click. And you can listen to this show live every Wednesday and Friday mornings at 9 a.m. Plus, there's a whole lot of other stuff happening here. You wake up 2 or 3 in the morning, you got to have your milk and cookies. You can go out there and listen to the archives of all of the great stuff that happens here. We are talking about an incredible project that's happening downtown Concord called the Arts Alley. It's a crazy name. It's a crazy idea. I mean, we're talking they're dropping Airstreams on top of roofs. They're dropping old-fashioned diners, squeezing them in. I mean, it's going to be wonderful. The place, I mentioned earlier about my Instagram account popped up with this AI, beautiful artistic renderings of what was happening there.
Yeah.
And I thought, what in the world? What is this place? It looked unbelievable. So inviting, so upbeat, yet so retro. It had this really cool look to it. Who did that? You?
Yeah,
Jen? You
yeah.
did that?
So I've been playing around. I don't have that background necessarily with
Yeah, you
photo
wouldn't know it.
design or
Ooh,
Yeah.
you would not know it.
creative, like in that aspect. I'm more of an operations and sales background. So I've been experimenting and exploring and trying different things. And as we mentioned earlier, it's hard to sell a pile of dirt. So
Yeah, no kidding.
I've been working
It's
with the
not easy.
awesome renderings that Procon gave us, and just using the web that's at my fingertips, and just playing around and trying to get creative and do
Well,
different
how else
ideas.
can you bring it to life, right? You have
Right.
these beautiful
Oh, it was
photos.
gorgeous.
When she ever came to me with this beautiful, and what you're talking about was a beautiful aerial kind of, she
Yeah.
literally made those photos 3D, so you could actually visually stand in Arts Alley and imagine walking
Yeah.
around the courtyard.
Yeah.
And really imagine it. And I was like, this is it, Jen. This is you. I don't know what you just did. I don't know what magic button you just pushed, because to be honest, that's all foreign concepts to me.
Yeah.
But
When I
she's
saw it, I
killing-
thought
yeah.
that everything had already been built. I'm
Exactly.
like, where
That's
is
our
this?
hope, right? We just really wanted people to be able to understand what's going on, because we've confused you, I'm sure, several times talking about the different spaces that are in there.
That's just me.
And what's doing and what are we doing and what's happening and where do I go to the rooftop bar? All of that is happening. So to be able to create that visual with AI, Jen just really knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. Again, understatement.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's make someone uncomfortable. Is there an intern in the room?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
He's killing it.
He's eavesdropping on the whole thing.
Yeah.
What's
Luke,
his name?
Luke's been with us for 2 weeks, but honestly, he has been the greatest asset to our team. I will tell you. Let me tell you. He has just been, he said 2 weeks, and I was like, I feel like you've been here the whole time.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
He's a
a
natural
huge
in your
team
Instagram.
player.
Natural.
Yes, he's a good sport, and we'll
Sitting there
play
on
along
the
with my
spot.
ideas.
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's been really great.
Nice to meet you, Luke. You're famous now. See, let's talk about hours
Yeah.
of some of the facilities there. There's specific days
I think
and times.
the rooftop is like the hot button. That's what
Yes.
everybody wants to know about. So what are
Yeah.
those hours, Jen?
So Monday, Tuesday, we are closed on the
Okay.
rooftop. Wednesday, Thursday, we'll open up at 4, and we close at 9 for Wednesdays and Thursdays. Friday, open at 4, we'll close at 10. And then Saturday, we open at noon, we close at 10.
10.
Yep. And then Sunday, we open at noon, and we close at 6.
Okay.
So we're going out of the gate like that, and then we're going to see what does Concord want.
Right.
What do you need? What are we looking for?
We need
So-
to be drunk past 10. That's what we need.
right. So right now we didn't want to go out of the gate going, we're going to be here till 2 a.m. We don't know what the vibe is just yet. We don't know. We don't have that pulse, but we want to see what is it. So our operations manager, our director of operations, luckily understands hospitality to its core.
All right.
Yes.
I mean, I've got him trained pretty well, I'd say.
All right. Do we know
So
this gentleman?
we know him personally.
We do?
Well,
We
yes,
do?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is John Ferns.
Oh, I see the connection. I get it.
Yeah, so he understands that. Like if we are open and bumping at 10 o'clock, you understand that you have to let people kind of hang and stay and see, okay, this is what's happening. But to go out of the gate, and we didn't want to overpromise,
Yeah.
and then have to back it up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go
I
out
get that.
gentle and see what the community wants, and then adjust from there.
So I'm guessing, just from knowing the way that a lot of the theaters operate, there's going to be a lot of people knocking on your door at 10
Let's hope.
to get in. Well, because a lot of the
I'm
shows,
hoping.
they're old.
Yeah.
They last till 10:30.
Right. And we're in direct communication with Sal. Actually, I have a meeting with him today at 3,
Yeah.
so we're hoping that we'll have
Sal
more.
Prizio?
Yeah, he's the best.
From the Capitol Center.
From the Capitol Center. He's helping us tremendously.
Yeah.
And we are trying to be like, okay, what do you have for shows? What's going on? Where can we extend? How can we do this? But to go out of the gate and just say what our hours are, we're going to start gentle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the rooftop,
That's
right?
a rooftop.
You
yeah.
thinking that's going to be, of all the venues, the most popular?
I think people are most excited about that.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it in Concord, so
Nothing
it's just
at
that
all.
draw that, I can go up and sit up on the rooftop.
It is a
and
stunning view,
just
too.
enjoy
Like,
the
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Yeah. How tall is it?
I don't know the exact dimensions.
what do you...
So we're like the height of the Concord sign.
You see the top of the parking garage? What do you...
You can see like not quite the top,
just...
but you can see like beyond. You can see the mountains. You can see the State House. You can see...
Ooh.
It's stunning. You can see downtown. It's actually beautiful. Every time Jen and I go up there, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's getting more beautiful and beautiful. Because it's actually not gray and, winter anymore. So that's nice.
Exactly.
The fall
sun up
foliage,
there.
We're going to have beautiful views for the foliage. So I can envision some really beautiful wedding shots up there. I can envision some really cool things kind of happening.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to be booked year round.
I think that's our hidden gem up there.
Yeah. I'll bet.
Yeah. Well, actually, our hidden gem really is that we have a little balcony off of the main venue. The function space has this cool balcony that we thought was going to be a lot smaller, but you could probably fit 25 or 30 people out there, and it's
Where is this
cool.
located?
That's on our second floor.
Okay.
Yeah, the function space.
Exactly,
Okay.
right off the function space. So if anyone's having
The Rose and Rye.
Rose and Rye's the diner.
Dang it!
the main venue.
Dang it, old man. Get your act together.
So if someone's having, a wedding reception and someone needed to, wanted to step out and have some cocktails out on the balcony, they're more than welcome to. Or if you're in a meeting and you want to take a phone call or just step out for some fresh air, you just get on that balcony and you can do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, since this is the last block here, why don't we get the URLs out again?
Yeah, sure.
And I know that you're looking for help, so give that information as well.
Yep. So if you look on Indeed, all our job positions are posted there. Dupree Hospitality, that would be the best way to look it up. And then you'll see all the Arts Alley positions posted right on there. Easy to apply. Should be getting back to you hopefully soon. And like I said, we're going to be doing on-site interviews at Market Days. Our team will be at Market Days Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday is when we're doing the on-site interviews, but our teams will be there, for questions. We're going to have some fun photo props and some fun things going on at our table. So we want people to kind of come, explore, ask us any questions you guys have. And then if anyone's interested in interviews, John will be there. I will be there on Saturday the 28th. And we'd love to chat further with you and, explore open positions.
In Arts Alley NH.
Arts Alley, ConcordNH.com is currently our website. We will be launching our official website within hopefully the next 2 weeks, so stay tuned for that. And then our social media, Instagram and Facebook is Arts Alley, Concord NH.
Groups that want to, like I'm thinking entertainment, they can go through that portal as well to
People have been reaching out via,
they have.
yeah, they've been reaching out via Instagram. They've been reaching out through the Grapponi Conference Center. You can reach us anywhere.
Okay.
If you
I've
have
been reaching out to my personal Facebook account. So,
Yeah.
But
you don't have to give that out.
but
a little too far.
I think if you follow along Instagram, you're definitely going to get you're going to have a full picture of what's going on. You're going to laugh. You're going to see some behind the scenes things. The Instagram account's where it's at, truly.
All right.
See some fun faces and see who you might potentially get to work with. So
yeah. I've seen a lot of faces out there. Let's talk just at the end here about the 2026.
Yeah.
Give me a little info more on that because I cannot picture that. I don't have a clue.
Right? I know it's hard to think about this. So this building was
very aggressive marketing effort.
I know it's going to be called Duke's. So it's a Nashville themed bar. Mm-hmm. So think of it as like a really foot stomping, lots of good beer flowing. Like we're going to have more music,
country,
more welcoming vibes in that whole space. So when you walk through the courtyard, we walk through the gates of Arts Alley and straight back, there's this beautiful building. It's going to be purple. You're not going to be able to miss it. So when you come downtown, you'll be able to see it.
All right.
And that is going to be the heartbeat, truly, of it's going to tie it all in. That will be a full service restaurant, full service beer, full service wine, all of the things that you want. The light bites will be on the rooftop, but the full service kind of keeps it all tied together. That's going to be where people are going to want to go after the shows in 2026. So stay tuned for that.
Phase
it's going to be so busy right there.
Sure is.
We really
We're done. Man, how did that happen?
What?
That was so fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Give out the URLs and stuff again for people.
Yep, URL artsalleyconcordnh.com is our where you can sign up for our newsletter. Our official website is launching in 2 weeks, so stay tuned for that. Arts Alley Concord NH for all social media followings. And my email is jaburad@dupreehotels.com.
Like a pro. She did it like a pro.
Killing it.
You are listening to NH Unscripted. Yeah, take a letter, Maria. I am your RB Graves-like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Green Acres-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. We and Sherry Ferns and Jen Aburad has been in the house chatting up Arts Alley. Get out of your house. Get downtown Concord. You got to see this to believe it.
It's a very walkable city.
Thank you. Yeah. All right.
Thanks,
we'll catch
Ray.
you on the next. You're welcome. Heck yeah.
This was fun.
Wasn't it?